know, there was never that feeling, and there was, you know, Columbia Pictures made it in James L. Brooks. You know, he had a production deal there, and he had, you know, Cameron Crowe there with Jerry Maguire ready to go at the time. So they had said, no, we don't want to make, you know, the bottle rocket. And he finally got them to agree to it, and, you know, it was great. We thought, you know, we had the green light, and then, you know, a month later, it's like, okay, we're still going to make it, but can we just use different guys? And I was the lone voice saying, let's take that deal. Really, I thought, we'll get them on the next one. Maybe Wes can still direct.
I thought you were supposed to be the bodyguard.
Yeah, no, I folded like that. But, yeah, no, the studio, they weren't happy with it, and you could just kind of feel it more and more as the movie went on. And,
well, they had no idea what it, I can't imagine they knew what it was. I mean,
you just keep hearing about how they didn't know what the dailies were and what are these guys doing
right
there.
And it's just so unusual. I mean, for the exact reason that I fell in love with it, and you and I both have experience with the studio system and understand how hard it is to develop something, I would imagine they would have just looked at it and had no idea what the fuck they were reading.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm still shocked that it got made. It really is all because of, you know, Jim Brooks and Polly Platt, and just because he had the ability to do that there.
And then what was the shoot like?
The shoot was, you know, Wes knew about how movies were made, I think, but Owen and I didn't know as much. Like, I can remember after the third day saying, you know, have you seen this guy beside the camera? You know, well, this guy cannot stand us. And Owen said, I know, it's unbelievable. And it was because, you know, sometimes you'd see the boom guy kind of smile, or Bob, you know, the cinematographer, it was the focus puller, just kind of concentrating. And we were like, this guy can't stand it. You know, because those guys look at you. You know, I saw dailies where we'd finish takes and you'd see us looking at them. So it was a learning process, but, you know, to see firsthand how, you know, like David and Sandy Wasco, the production designers, and Bob Yeoman, just to see how those people work up close was, you know, I think probably better than any film school we could have gone to.
I mean, how much were you learning? I mean, because you're shooting, you're watching your dailies, and this is a huge acting school, I would imagine, that you're going through as you're doing it. And you're just kind of watching how the camera picks you up. And
yeah, I mean, I didn't watch dailies. I don't think Wes wanted us to. And,
oh, okay.
You know, Owen didn't watch them either. But yeah, it was more just. It was kind of we started out kind of nervous and excited, and then it became kind of a feeling, you know, we thought this will probably be the last time we make a movie.
Enjoy it now.
We really did think that, and I thought to myself, all I ever wanted was to make the movie, and that's all I'm going to get. So, but yeah, it was interesting. I think it was about a 38-day shoot. You know, when James Caan came, it was really cool for us because that kind of
not freaky,
pumped us up. It was.
I mean, he's a tough dude.
Yeah, he is, and he was, I think, going through a tough time, and you know, you could see him like, what did I wind up in? Like in Dallas, I don't know who these guys. I don't understand this stuff. But then he kind of, after a couple of days, he really did warm up, and you know, we'd be asking him stories, and he'd say, you know, about working with Brando, and he'd be like, you know, it's like you guys with me. And which really was true. But no,
it was nice of him to point it out, though.
Yeah, it was.
So then, you complete the movie, and nobody goes to see it, and then everybody sees it.
Right. Well, they had a test screening down in Santa Monica on the Promenade, which, I mean, I've still never seen anything that bad in terms of people, like, you know.
On the internet,
it sounds like a joke, but I think maybe 75 people left, you know, at like a 250-person theater. And, you know, people were just riding on cars like, this shit. You know, I saw the editor just across the street when I left the theater. He was, you know, had a thing of tequila, all that thing. So it was just this kind of huge disaster.
It says online that it is the worst testing movie in Columbia history.
So I believe it if you
Bravo.
got that screening. Thank you. Touche. But yeah, then it came out. It came and went in 2 weeks, and no one saw it. But yeah, I think maybe it just caught on and video and DVD.
I mean, when did you realize? Because it made $500,000. That's what it grossed.
That much.
And I looked it up today. And when did you realize? And I say this, and I'm not trying. You know, I'm not trying to be a dick because this is one of my favorite movies. What I'm interested in is when does a movie go from what Columbia must have. First, it's a movie they don't understand. Then it's a movie that's not making them money. And then somehow, quite quickly, it became a touchstone for anyone around my age who wanted to make movies. It was like, this is exactly how I want to make movies. Movies that have a voice, that are unusual, that are indie but beautiful looking. Like there was so much about it that made it special. Do you remember how shortly thereafter you started to feel like, oh wait?
Sometimes, you know, when it came out in the theaters, a few, you know, people that we looked up to, like Billy Bob Thornton and Sean Penn, like got in touch and were really nice. So we thought, you know, we were happy with that. But yeah, just gradually over time, and it is hard to get over, like, you know, it feeling like a failure. And even coming here tonight, singing on the marquee, I was like, it's happening all over. It's a rainy night. And, I was like, man, what am I doing? It's going to be me and you and 12 guys. Should we do another round? But yeah, it did just kind of gradually happen. And, you know, with DVD and stuff like that, just people.
I mean, Scorsese calls it one of his favorite films.
I saw that.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no. Like I said, when people like that, and then just other people that you could tell liked movies, liked it that much, you know, it was, yeah, important. And I'm sure it was like more important to Owen and Wes to help them write, you know, their next movie, Rushmore, and do the Royal Tenenbaums after that. So I think it kind of, it definitely re-energized them, because I don't, you know, after it came out, you know, I think they were working on Rushmore, just kind of stopped, just out of just kind of being bummed out. But then people being positive, I think, gave them some inspiration.
When's the last time you saw it?
Well, it's been on cable, so I'll flip it on every now and then.
Oh, okay.
But I tend to not watch it for more than a couple of minutes, but I'll always be watching it. Like, this is good. This guy is good.
That's great. I'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'll see one of my movies on HBO and be like, this isn't half bad.
No, because I'll just think, I'm just going to watch for a minute and then watch for a
And then
minute.
you get caught up and you're like, I'm pretty fucking good, actually. I mean, some of the things that people say about me is, I mean, it holds water. I mean, this is there anything else? I mean,
I thought you were going to say the things people have been saying about me is not true. This is good.
No. People say nice things about it. No. Online people are horrible to me. So, is there anything else you want them to know before they watch it? I mean, I'm presuming most of the people have actually seen Bottle Rock before. A lot of the movies that we've been showing people haven't seen, but this is one of the ones they have.
It's really, I'm glad to see it on the big screen, because, you know, like Bob Yeoman was such a great DP, and we've known him from Drugstore Cowboy, just
right.
been huge fans of that, so really cool to see how he shot it, and things like that. And Karen Patch, the costume designs, things like that. It'll be fun to see this up on the big screen.
Cool. Thank you
Thanks.
so much for
Thank
coming.